Hey, well, hello there. Hiya. How's it going? Oh, yeah, it's work along Wednesday. I can't believe it's been a month. It's been a month? What? What? I don't believe it. How are you all? What is it good for? How you doing? What's going on? Look at this. I've already started my next. No, it's next last light. Seascape. But it's next in my range of last light Seascape range. This is the fourth one, I believe. And all the acrylics are already laid down. Look at this. Ooh. What's that shadow? What's that shadow? That just something's got a shadow. And yeah, all the acrylics laid down. I've prepped it already. So hopefully we won't run out of time this time on this painting. So this is just the undertone though. It looks very blocky at the minute in its shape and stuff. I'm just going around with a tiny brush just to sort of blend my oil paint over it. I might need a bigger brush to tell you the truth. This may take too long. And yeah, just to give the impression of sort of light clouds and yellow and white. And this orange that you see here will start to disappear and it'll just be the undertone. And I appreciate it's, looks very strange with orange on the blue at the minute, but I'll blend that all in as the afternoon wears on. Who's this? What's going on here? Who are you? What's going on? Oh, it's Mama Mobra's in the house. Hi, Mama Mobra. I love you. I love you. How you doing? And hello, Leo, as well, if you're watching. Wait. Why have people changed their names? Why are their names coming up differently on my thing all of a sudden? I don't understand. II9SJ. What's going on there? I don't know. And King Lewis is here as well. I hope it's King Lewis. It's a different name from last week. That's mad. MV8MM. What is this code word? Howdy, King Lewis. How are you? Well, hello there. Lovely to see you. What's going on? What you doing? What you up to? Happy hump day. Have you got a coffee? Oh, yeah. Cup of tea. Sorry, King Lewis. Cup of tea. Doesn't like his coffee. Gotta get it right. Hello as well to my dear patrons, Excellent Eileen and Jolly Josephine, who might be watching this back a bit later. Too busy on adventures to watch live, but hello to you both, and thank you for joining if you watch this later. Boom. I hope you enjoyed your adventures, aquafit, and your painting and stuff, what you were up to. That's always fun. But yes, this is my Seascape, and I am blending in Indian yellow just to, I'm using this orange acrylic as the undertone, just to give it that nice warm glow. And I'm being very careful. It's a lovely straight line I've got on the horizon. I did that with masking tape, but I did that before. Did that yesterday, so you don't have to watch me go whoosh. It's never fun. You have to wait for it to dry so it doesn't run and stuff. So I thought I'll save you the bother and just do that. There we go. I just wanted to do that, the fine detail here with this tiny little brush. I'm also going to put a wee sunshine in, maybe there. A suggestion of sunshine, and then blend them out. There we go. Wah. Being careful not to go on that blue of the sea. Woo. There we go. Ah, boy. Make it nice and bright in the middle. Boom. Way. Wasn't that wonderful? King Lewis says, fruit teas until dinner time due to fasting. Then I get a real tea with milk. Ooh, what'd you get? You got like a Earl Grey or something? Is that what you do? It's been a while since I've had a cup of tea. Cup of tea. Fruity tea, though. What kind of fruity tea? I used to like, what was that? Matcha? Maca? No, matcha. Michu. Matcha. I don't know. Green tea. Yeah, I like green tea. But not fruit tea. Hot strawberry. Don't like that. No. Ooh, look at that sunshine. That's come through wonderful. Ooh. Let's leave them. Let's leave them be. And let's have a look. This is going to be, it's got blue sky at the minute, but there's going to be sort of a cloud thing going on. It's going to be grey blue. Yeah, and this is going to be undertoned of warm colors. Maybe I should go over this quickly. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's go over this quickly. Bit of yellow, bit of Indian yellow, a little bit of orange. And, oh, there you see. And if you mix this with titanium white as well, I appreciate you're not painting as well. Many of you aren't painting. Some of you will be painting and stuff, but it's just so the artists among the group know what I'm doing. I get questions quite a lot of time after the show. What did you do there? Why did you do that? So, bear with me, folks. Non-artist folks, bear with me while I explain. I'm mixing titanium white just to calm this orange down a little. I've got Indian yellow, titanium white, and a little bit of yellow hue. Boom. I don't want to put too much on, and I don't want it to go across the whole sky because later I'm going to be putting blue and grey in the sky, and if I'm not careful, that'll make green. We don't want that. So, yeah, you got to be careful. So, a little bit of yellow. Oh, looks good already. And if I'm picking and choosing where I'm going, I can give the suggestion of light pouring forth. Oh, yeah. On these clouds. A little bit of a wisp going on. A whisper on the clouds. There we go. That'll do. Oh, I like it already. What you think, King? What you think? Twinings. Variety pack. Orange and lemon, mango and strawberry, blackcurrant and blueberry, cranberry and raspberry. Well, that might be alright. Cranberry and raspberry. I'll give you cranberry and raspberry. I also have some, whatever that says, green tea for when I fancy it, but mainly the fruit teas. Yeah, I like green tea. It's supposed to calm you down, isn't it? I probably could do with that. Green tea. It's very good for you, though, I've heard. So, health and all that. Oh, yes. Now that orange is truly calmed down. So now I'm going to mix some... Oh, you know what I'm like. My mountain mix, even though it's not mountains. What's he like? A little bit of mountain mix. Which, by the way, is... What is this? Grey, Prussian blue, I think, and titanium white. Ian's grey. Just saves me mixing blue. It's the same color that I use for my sea as well, a lot of times. Sometimes I use very blue sea with Prussian blue or phthalo blue. And other times, I use my mountain mix. Because up north, sea ain't very blue. It's kind of grey. Like many things up north. Right, now I've got yellow on that brush, so be careful, Dean. Don't use that brush. Use a bigger brush that's dry. Yes. A little bit of white. A little bit of mountain mix. A little bit more white. Yeah, a little bit of grey. All right, so this is going to be sort of clouds coming up and out, and that'll help define the yellow, the last lightness of the sky. So I have done an A4 version. Lovely Lynn has already bought the A4 version. So, hey, party popper for Lovely Lynn. Everybody, cover your ears, will you? In case this goes off, it might not. Way, Lovely Lynn. The A4 canvas will be winging its way to you as soon as it's dry. It's just down here. I'm not going to show it just yet because it'll spoil how this is going to look, but I'll show you at the end. And as you can see by the thing at the bottom of the screen, this version is available. The price is on the bottom there. And the A4 canvas is available if you want a version of it. But the A4 one's sold to Lovely Lynn. But if you want your own version of an A4 canvas, the price is just down there. It'll come back around. Right. So, I appreciate the blue sky. We're going to leave some of the blue sky, but we're going to just blend in a little bit of grey cloud. It'll help push this yellow up. I'm going to be very careful because, as I say, that yellow oil paint takes about a week to dry. So we don't want to pull too much of it. Just little bits and bobs. And the undertone of acrylic is doing a lot of work here. So it's giving us the sky in the background. Now this is where depth. I sound like Daffy Duck there when I said that. Depth comes into it, because the sky is flat, and the clouds, if you're quite wise with the use of clouds and quite light with your brushstroke or the oil paint, it brings the clouds forward on the canvas, which helps the illusion of depth. That's why I do things the way I do them, acrylic and oil. I think quite often when people paint oil, not everybody, but quite often when people paint with oil paints, the paints look quite flat, and you don't feel like you can like step into the world of the paint. I like imagining me stepping into the world of the paint. I like imagining the waves coming towards me. I like imagining the fresh air of the sea breeze. That's why when my paintings come alive, like they're doing coffee breaks and stuff, that's literally what I see. I try to tell people this is what I see when I look at my paintings. This is why I get distracted by them when I'm supposed to be watching TV and stuff. I'm supposed to be paying attention when people are talking. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to paint the top bit just now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. One sec. Yeah, what? Hang on a sec. Watch this. I have got my second camera, so look at this just 1 second. So, can you see how the sky, the lightness of the blue sky, is sort of behind the cloud now? Clouds from the front. Watch the stormy skies to depth. I wonder if you can see it better on the second camera. Let's just see. Let's bring you in close. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Can you see? Well, it would help if I count there. Oh yes. See how the sky looks further back than the clouds. Clouds look further forward. Well, at least I think so. Anyway. Are you there? If you want to do the C a little. There we go. Back to big. All right. Be careful with this gray. I don't want it too dark. I don't want it too dark. I don't want it too flat as well. Which is why I'm reloading my brush every now and then. Blend this, blend. It's weird, you gotta blend without sort of overtaking entirely. It's a fine balance. Sometimes you go too far and you're like, oh, I lost it, I totally lost it. I think we'll be okay though. Yes. I legit can't believe it's been a month since I did this. And I think I did a Seascape last time, didn't I? I had to finish off after the show. Sneeze. Listen. That's my Wednesday sneeze. I have different sneezes depending on the days of the week. You should be here on Mondays. Barnstormers. That's like a Superman sneeze. True. He did that in Superman 3 when he's playing bowling with the kid. And the guy, what's he called? I can't remember what he's called. Brad. He's being mean to the kid. You gotta hold the ball like this, stupid. And so the kid goes to bowl and it's a rubber shot and it's gonna go into the gutter, and Superman as Clark Kent is like dusting his hands with the chalk and stuff. He's like, Choo! And the ball flies down the aisle and explodes the pins because he's Superman. But when he goes, Choo! That's my Monday sneeze. I've been known to close a door with my sneeze on Mondays. Well, thank goodness you went around on Monday. Boom. Oh, look at this. See? This yellow. I blend it ever so slightly. But not too much. Oh, it's such a fine balance. It is such a fine balance. A little more titanium white. A little bit more mountain mix. Changing the depth of it. And I'm also, there's a lot of blue and white mixed with the acrylic so far as well. I'm also trying to salvage a lot of the blue over the white, just so I can see the difference between the blue and the gray. I know what I mean. Boom. Just helps give the sky a bit more texture. There we go. Oh yeah. Gotta be careful when I'm actually painting on the yellow. I don't want to darken the yellow in any way. Maybe just merge the line between the yellow and the blue, rather than go on the yellow itself. Way. Boom. Sorry. Yes, hello patrons. I did not forget about you. Lovely to see you. And hello Facebook collectors group. Boom. Hello. And YouTube as well. Way. Yeah, glorious. And this has been I wanted to paint these paintings as well because I've just started being able to see blue sky for the first time in like 40 days or something. It's been raining for 40 days in the UK. On and off. We're not building arcs or nothing, but it's been very grey. And suddenly, well, not today, kind of white. But yesterday and this morning, glorious blue skies. And here I am painting clouds. I'm not like, maybe the next one should have a blue sky. There is the suggestion, though, of a blue sky. Oh, that's coming together. Now I need to blend a little bit more. Now this is a shame because I'm going to blend it. This is the point where I'm like, oh, should I blend it? Should I not? If I blend it in, it's going to be the undertone, so it's going to glow. So just because it's blended in, don't be like, oh no, you spoiled it, because it's the sort of thing that you really appreciate when you've bought the paint itself, because the undertone is so gloriously orange and yellow. Oh, there, lovely. Just blend it ever so slightly. Gives it a nice warm hue. Oh, can you see? Do you see? Do you see? Hey. Well, hello. Geraldine. How's it going? What you up to? How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. What's been happening? What's been going on? How'd you like my painting? Woo! It's a Seascape. You know, I haven't been to the beach in years. Isn't that a shame? It's been a while. Maybe not years. Been a hot minute. And I do like going to the beach. Ooh, fish and chips. Fish and chips. Yes. Bit more titanium white needed. When blending, more titanium white, less gray. Titanium white's like one of those magical paints. It's very adaptable. There we go. Blend. See that? See that skies now. Oh yes. Bit more blending. Bit more. Maybe over here. There we go. That's better. Yes. All right, I want to show you. Maybe I can show you this way. Let's have a look. Look at this sky now. Oh, I see. See that warmth come through? And these spots as well. It's just where the sky's coming alive when the light's defiantly hitting pockets of the clouds. Last light, of course, the sun, just the middle there. Oh yes, well, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, mountain mix for my sea. Now I'm going to be careful with the sea because I've got this lovely straight line, remember? So I have painted a little bit on here, but I'm going to paint a lot more using my mountain mix and using a little bit of titanium white, maybe a bit more, dry brush. And the dry brush, the reason for the dry brush is to make these slight ripples in the sea. one of them things again. Maybe appreciate more when you see the painting for yourself rather than on a camera, on a wee screen. I like that. Right, I need some more titanium white. I'm running out of titanium white. I hope I don't run out. Oh my goodness. I hope. Bit of white. Bit of grey. Dry brush. I wonder if I could take it close here to see. Maybe. Oh no. Maybe. Boom. That. Yeah. Why did that come up again? Hold on a second. King Louis with his fruit teas. Real tea with milk. All right, ready? All right, so. Oh, you can see the sky. You see that warmth in the sky now? Woof. Woof. All right, so if I start along here, you'll be able to see it. Just trying to get. There we go. It's a dry brush. Did you see the tiny little ripples? Tiny. Barely noticeable. But you notice it when you see it with your own eyes. Be careful with the top of it. This is just where you can notice it. There, definitely. It's just where the light is either capturing it or it's producing a shadow, depending on if it's the white that's being highlighted on the brush or the mountain mix that's being highlighted on the brush. It's pretty much doing its work for me. A bit more light, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. I do like that white. I wonder if I can bring you in much closer on the side one. Yeah, let's try it. Sometimes it goes out of focus. Might be alright. I got one of Skitsy's whiskers on my brush, I think, as well. That's problematic. Bless her. Well, I hope that's come up so you can see it. If not, you'll have to buy it to appreciate it. Oh, look at that. The depth is working. And I'll put a little bit more mountain mix on my brush. Just to create a few more ripples, but darker ones this time. Get out of here, Skitsy. Just creating some shadows in the scene. I think it can be a little bit bigger down here, because it's closer to us. Hence me turning the brush around on its side rather than its edge. Flat as well, I should say, because water is flat. That's right, water. Water is 100% flat, like. Boom. Oh, now I missed my white. I have to go back into the white. Go on. Oh, you see that one, don't you? And I can focus it next to the sun. Good morning. Look at the sun. All right. It's one of them things that you have to pull yourself away from, because you don't want to overdo it. Oh, it's so tempting to spend so much time on it, but you don't want to do it. All right, that's enough. Oh, it's so tempting, though. So I can fill this in. Darken this bit. I got 3 rocks to contend with as well. And a little bit of blue, Not too much, but a little bit. Dark shadow here. Dark shadow created by these little tiny ripples of waves that we're going to be doing. Blend it out ever so gently. Do the sides. Oh, yeah. Hey, can you believe as well? Treat Yourself Tuesday next week. What? Treat Yourself Tuesday. More and more, by the way, folks have been emailing me with asking if they can have sneak peeks at what might be available on Treat Yourself Tuesdays. And that's when I do pre-sales. That's every now and then I'll do a Treat Yourself Tuesday and I'll say, these have already been sold. And the reason for that is because people, my collectors, lovely collectors at that, have emailed before the show saying, hey, give us a clue. Won't you give us a clue what you're offering on Treat Yourself Tuesday? So let me know, will you? And I show them and they go, oh, I'll have it. And they get straight in there. Straight in there. That's what they do. So if you would like to know, either message me on Facebook or email me. A lot of my collectors have my email address. I send my email out on Mondays and Fridays. And if you're not on my email list, well, what the hell are you waiting for? You can be on my email list if you go to, let me get this right. Now I know what it is. I have a thing that comes up on the screen now. It says posh, see? So if you want to become a collector, you can do so, and you can get a free print as well. Can you believe that? It's not bad. Just pay a postage and packet just to make sure it gets to you safely and securely. Not a collector yet? Question mark. Head to Scenescapeshopart.com to choose your free print of 6 on offer Mountain Endurance 6 range. It's quite a few now. And just pay postage back in. If you become a collector, you get 20% off my work for life, including this one right here. So, you may as well pay £3.95 for a free print. That covers the postage and packing. And then you get 20% off things like this, or this, or this, or anything for life. That's not bad. And you can become a member of the Facebook group as well, where we run monthly competitions. How lovely is that? Scenescapeshopart.com is where you want to go to become a collector. You go on my email list then as well. And then you can email us and say, tell us, Dean, what's available on Treat Yourself Tuesday? And I go, oh, I'm thinking about putting this on. You go, oh, I'll buy it before anyone else. Smart. You got to be smart. And then I poke myself in the eye there. Good job I turned my head. Right. I love the color of the sea. I love it. All right. Now we do need, I said before, I need the titanium white, and we do need titanium white. Oh, I have to be careful. Let's hope I don't run out. Chat. Hello! Rowdy Rhea's in the house. Hello. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. Oh, thanks, Rowdy Rhea. Oh, that's very kind. What you saying? That's a roller coming in. Wicked, yes. I love standing, looking at the sea. Put my little toes in the sand and disappear when the waves come in. I don't go swimming in the sea, though. It's too cold. Is anyone crazy that there's sea swimming in the group? I saw Jaws, so I don't do it, People say it's too cold for sharks. I say, I'm not taking my chances. All right. Oh, look at that sun. Look at that light. Hey, it's 1:30. Thank you for being here, folks. Grab your cups, will you? Cheers. What? That's right. I got a Mr. Strong cup. I'm strong like mountain. And I don't have coffee today. I've got strawberry diluted juice. It's one of my 5 a day fruits for the day. Probably. But yes, I wanted to say at the halfway point, thank you to the good folks at Photobox for sponsoring this here show and having sponsored my show for 112 episodes, I think. I think this is my 112th episode. I'm not sure if they've been sponsors from the start, but they've been sponsors for a long time. Cheers, Rowdy Rhea. And they're very good to me. So box.co.uk is where you want to go for all your photograph print needs. Get the favorite picture on a mug or something. Get your picture of your family. And if you want a picture of my art on a mug, go to deanmorbury.co.uk. Website supplied by King Lewis himself. He's some kind of crazy genius. And you can select your favorite painting that I've ever done. You can select this when it's finished. You can select one of these if you want, or a commission that I've done for you in the past. You can have that on a mug. Who's this? Oh, it's an advert. I didn't know who that was there on my screen. I was like, who are you? She was staring at me. It's just an advert. But yeah, you can go to deanmowbray.co.uk/gifts for mugs as well. Get your favorite picture of mine on a mug. And I use Photobox to get that. But thank you, photobox.co.uk. You're awesome. And I'm going to be utilizing Photobox as well for my prints. My upcoming range coming soon. This range here. This is tough, adventurous, lively. These three are the only three in the range of 6 that haven't sold yet. So if you like one of these and you want one of these originals, one of them speaks to you. Maybe you're tough, or maybe you're adventurous, or maybe you're so lively. Maybe you want one of those originals as well. If so, let me know. You know what to do. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I can't quite read that YouTube comment. I'll have to go back to my... King Lewis says, what? Is that Superman Transition Canvas one you painted or purchased? I just purchased that one. I like the scene in Superman 2. I just got it from Amazon. Although I should paint that. Isn't it wonderful? This is when he's running in the back alley as Clark Kent. Tipper-tapper. Becomes strides as Superman as he flies off to Paris to save Lois Lane, who's underneath a lift laced with a nuclear bomb with terrorists in it, and Superman has to go and save her. What's she like? Always getting the scrapes, huh? Rowdy Ray says, oh my god, what a wicked idea. Is that about the mugs? Oh, what happened there? There it is. Oh my god, what a wicked idea. Yes, my mugs, yes. You can get anything you want on the mugs. They're on my website. Ready for you to order. Tough looks like there's a window there and you're looking at the Alps. Yes. Yeah, tough. That's actually K2 as well, which is, statistically speaking, the toughest of all the mountains. Even though it's the second tallest after Everest, it's actually tougher than Everest to conquer. Who knows why? I don't know why. Something to do with the steepness of the verge. I don't know. I don't know anything about mountains. I just like painting them, you know? What are you going to do? Right. I need waves. And I've got a paintbrush with yellow on them. This music's too quiet. I'm going to go with Work Along Wednesday Mix 4 for the rest of the show. Play. We're currently on Work Along Wednesday Mix 3, which I do like. But I like 4 more. Sorry, 3. Boom. Boom. Play. Play. Can't hear it. It'll kick in. Can't hear it. Can anyone hear that? Oh yeah, there we go. I can hear it. It does take a while to kick in. Number 4. Bless him. Right. Shut up, Dean. Get on with it. All right. I got a little bit of yellow mixed in with my brush. I'm going to put some white, titanium white on there. Why am I doing that, Dean? Well, I'll tell you, Dean. This here sky is setting off a little bit of yellow on the waves. That's what's happening. Killer Mountain, Rhea says. Yes, mugs. Yes, mugs. Oh, no, like, I thought you were calling me a mug. I can hear it. Well, thank goodness. Right. A little bit of yellow. Let's bring you in close for this wave detail, shall we? Camera 2, you're up. Camera 2. Boom. So, got a little bit of yellow mixed in with it. Just a warm, nice warm. Nice warm. I'll tidy this up as well. My brush is too big at the minute. A little bit of yellow on the swoosh. Just a little bit. The rest is going to be pure white. Oh, yes. And where's my darker brush? It's just going to neaten up that wave. Ooh. And in between it, I want to make it too neat because sometimes a wave is chaotic. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Isn't that funny? Where am I going next? I need more titanium white. I need more. More. Like lots of titanium white. Alright, see now I want to paint the Superman transition. I want to do my own version of it. Right. Swash. Swash. Let's see. What brush would be best for this? Ooh, you. Got that undertone there with the yellow. Perfect. If you can't see this, there's a white line where I haven't painted on the acrylic, and I'm just hiding that with this ripple and wave. A minute. So it doesn't look too jarring. And this texture, this is why I go thick. See, this is what happened to the music. It kicks in, right? And it gets carried away. And it's like, calm down, music. Calm down, music. Yeah. Turn it down a bit. Boom. 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 Yeah, but this is why the texture works on the brush. If you got texture, it serves this wave effect so well. Whoa! And you know, little effects that you can do with that lovely grey that I used before with a nice thin brush. Little bit of titanium white. You don't want to make it too dark. We can suggest shadow underneath it. I wonder if we can see that. Maybe not. I got shadow there because the sun's right behind it. More. And a little bit of a blend. Gentle. Gentle blend. Gentle. All of a sudden, the wave stands out. Look at that. Isn't that glorious? And I, like I said last time I did this, I spin my brush like this. Using my finger, locked between my fingers. Look at that scruffy finger. Between two fingers, and I roll it with my thumb. And that just makes it, it gives it an even flow, but an uneven shape, which is good for waves, because you want it flat. Feel free to reload. Big a shadow underneath. With the sun. Good morning. Look at the sun. And then I just blend it out with my finger. And the reason that's working is because it's already got the paint on underneath. Remember when I put the mountain mix paint on the sea? So it's already got oil paint on. So it blends quite easily. You gotta remember though that you got paint on your hands. Otherwise, you answer the door to the postman looking like a Smurf. Boom. Look at that. How that wave's come alive. You see him now? How'd you like me now? Let's take you off close. I'll bring you in close again for when we do the rocks. Always fun. Rowdy Rhea says she can hear the waves. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really brought it to life. That. And King Lewis says, Apple has announced that it will soon allow live streaming as podcast apps, something for us to look into so that I don't have to use YouTube. Ooh, you don't like using YouTube? That's cool. Apple, my cousin Donna. Hello, Donna. That's beautiful. Why, thank you, Donna. How are you? Hope you're well. Oh, Rowdy Rias says proper depth now. Hell yeah. Look at this. Hold on. Let me just protect the canvas. Look at this. Look at it. Oh, forgive the light. Jeez, the real sunburst. Look at that sun. Wow. Boom. Look at that. Yes, look at that depth on the light now underneath that wave. Whoosh. Look how far back the sky now looks. Look how the clouds are standing out. Look how the light is pouring forth. Look at the light reflection of the sun. Them waves. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Goodness me, that sun's coming through. Blinding light. Really on top of it. I didn't notice that. A little bit of white needs to go on this side as well. Balance out that sun. There we go. There we go. Proper depth. Rowdy Rhea says, yeah. Pushes the sky way back on the horizon. Absolutely. That's how you can get lost in your paintings, because you're like, and if you put a little bit of smoothness on top of these waves as well. And the good thing as well, if you use a dry brush with this smoothness comes with added pixels, which is just the kick up of the waves. It's glorious. Going quite thick with titanium white just to top that wave. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is often why the dry brush rather than wet on wet works for Seascape. You'd think wet on wet with Seascapes would work better because it's wet and stuff, you know. But actually, you'll lose quite a lot of depth because it makes it flat. You don't want flat. Waves rolling in is hypnotic, it's exciting, and it's beautiful. It's reassuring about the consistency of nature. And so you want to reflect that. That's right. Right, time to go thick on the swash, and then we'll do the rocks, and then we'll do a quick cover of the sand. What we got? 1243. Oh, brilliant. Right, depth of the swash. Depth. Now, I'm going to pin over the yellow that I put on before, because I want that to be suggested and implied, rather than, you know, a yellow swash. I don't want a yellow swash. I want a white swash with an undertone of yellow. And also, I pin from top down as well, because things like this, where I'm going over the rocks, I can see how I've went over a little bit of the rocks. You might not be able to see, but I've went over a little bit of it, and I can do that because the rocks are yet to be done. So when I do the rocks in a second, I'll put them in, and it'll bring it forward. Bring it forward. So you got foreground rocks, midground waves, background horizon, super background sky. Oh, the depth. Oh, the depth. Right. I do like this part. The swash. Swash. All right. We can merge this as well, so it's not so much a line. Merged with a blend. Lovely. do the rocks in a sec. But remember that trick we did with the grey? Let's use a little bit more mountain mix for this one. Oh, my desk is covered in paint now. Goodness me, I'm so messy. Goodness me. Rowdy Ray says, dry brush on wet water. Tickle me up. Yes. I am quite backwards when it comes to logic. Works for me, though. Works for me. Right. Look at this. Let me bring you in close. Show you this swash. This is the cool effect that makes it look like it's dripping off the canvas when you've gone on display. So let me just turn you around there. And so I'm using the same trick as before, but I'm being a bit more generous with my coat. Just there. And look at that already. Look at it. It pulls it, lifts it. It lifts it off the canvas. And this gives it that thick swash look because it's forming this shadow underneath the sun. So there's got to be thickness to it. Oof. Look at that, how it's lifted. Lifted. I not be super accurate with this as well. There's little bits and gaps and stuff, and that's fine. The reason it's fine is because we're going to go back in with some titanium white mixed with this mountain mix and blend the two lines of the white and the grey together to make it look like the thick edge of the swash. Look at that though. Can you see that? Isn't that glorious? All of a sudden, look how it's lifted. You don't have to do the sound effect if you want. It's fine. Up to you. All right, I've mixed titanium white with my mountain mix. I haven't touched the brush. I haven't washed it or anything. I'm going to do the same trick. I'll just take one again. Same trick. Where are we? Boom. Camera 2. Go. But this time I'm going to apply it between the white and the dark grey. The line in between. I'm spinning the brush as I go. Helps sort of transition it. I don't want to look cartoony. I want to look quite real. So this helps with that effect. It's fine if it breaks up because swash does break up. Some areas will look thicker than others. That's totally cool. Because that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Look at that. Oh! Just trying to stay quite steady with my mix between white and dark grey. Just gives it a lip. Lip them. Boom. You can even merge it with your finger as well. Look at that. Look how certain areas the shadow's thicker than others. That's perfect. If I do say so myself. But suddenly it looks like it's gonna like escape the canvas. You think? See how it's lifted? Glorious. Glorious. Now, it's not finished because we need to put some, you know what? So many brushes. So many brushes. I want to put some brown. What have I got? Van Dyke brown. Ooh. He's a good one to go with yellow ochre, which hopefully this one is. Yay. Yellow ochre. We've got 10 minutes left. All right. Focus, Dean. Now, it doesn't matter which brush I use now because the brown and the yellow ochre is darker than the the grey that I had before. So I'm gonna mix them both together. I haven't washed one brush yet, I don't think. Isn't that crazy? Right. I'm gonna turn this round. Like there. Rowdy Rhea says, looks like Wangamatta, if I pronounce it right, beach back home. It's exactly where the sun disappears and rises, smack bang in the middle of the bay, not like Ngawi, where it's off to the side. The sun's in a different position. Surely that's all about where you stand. Feels like there's a drop under that water now, not a gentle slope. Loving this. Oh, thank you, Roddy. Hey, oh, wait a second. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, look, I got white paint all over my hands. Right. What is it? Van Dyke Brown, yellow ochre, brush sideways on. And I'm just gonna be very, very careful with that underside of the gray. Just like so. And it doesn't matter about the rock, remember, because I'm doing the rock last. If you smell what the rock is cooking, I'm doing the rock last. So I can go over, I can go under, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be filling him in later. He's going to go over because he's darker, because it's closer to us. Now the wonderful thing about this for sand is, yes, this is wet sand, but there's pockets that you can see of the dried acrylic through it. And there's a little bit of dry, what I call pixels, which is just, you've left a little bit of the canvas underneath. That's all that means. This is good though, because sand looks like that. Sand is pixely. A little less so when it's wet, but a bit more yellow ochre than Van Dyke Brown on this side because the sun's directly under it, so it's going to be a bit lighter. There's pockets of light on the sand there. I'm not going to paint the very bottom of the canvas just yet. Get my easel covered in paint. Not that it's not already covered in paint already, but you know. Be careful. You can also use a little bit of titanium white underneath this. Just to imply that wet sand look underneath the sun. All right. Now and then sometimes it's just about coverage. Sometimes it's just about getting it covered. So we'll just move in now. Like a bomber. Boom, 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 boom. Up, 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 up. And it's fine that some pickles are left. That's totally fine. Just helps in the look. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. A bit more. A bit more, a bit more. It's a bit more wet down here. There we go. Voila. Voila. Oof. 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 Woo! Look at that, it's darkened up. Bit more light though. Maybe a little bit too dark. Yeah. So many adverts on my YouTube, my goodness, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, this is the sides. Voila. Voila. Now maybe I should do a little bit of there we go. I want to be too light underneath there. Voila. sometimes. If you want to get really crazy. Just if you want to go nuts. Ooh. This helps with the wet sand look. Goodness me. Goodness me. Of course, if you think it's a little bit too dark now, you can of course lighten it, which I think is a little bit dark. But I may need a little bit of titanium white. So we got 4 minutes. You can. Ugh. Let me go titanium white and a little bit of that. What have I got there? What was it? Burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. Just lighten this up a bit. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's perfect. That's perfect. Where'd my white go? There he is. Oof. Oof. Look at him. Just the rocks to go. Ooh. Look at that. So I need to do the rocks, and I need to do a little bit of titanium white action here on the pullback. So hang on a sec. Let me just get this titanium white out. There he is. Boom. And then. Come on. There we go. Where's my wonderful brush? There you go. So if this is. This is swash. Maybe some here as well. Glorious. A little bit of texture. And then this swash also has a sort of a lip, a much thinner lip under it, but there's still a lip there. So let me just bring him in close again. King Lewis says, that brown you're using makes me think of the actor in Mary Poppins. It won't let me say the name as I think it's bad language. Dick Van Dyke. That brown makes you think of Dick Van Dyke? Van Dyke Brown, that's why. Got it. Brilliant, restful hour and a great pain to boot. Thanks. A great pain to boot. Boo. Lynn, wait a second. I'm going to show you your A4 canvas in a sec. Tiny little lip. And then another tiny little lip here. And then the rocks. If you smile. Let's go, rocks. Ooh, you got a shadow. You got a shadow. You got a shadow there. Meow. And you got a shadow here. Meow. Blam, blam, blam. And you got a highlight with some yellow, I suppose, from the sky. Maybe. Well, let me pull you in close for this. I know we're nearly over time. I know we're pretty much out of time. Oh, it's 1 o'clock, but nearly finished. Watch. Watch the highlight. Over here. See. Highlight. Oh. Oof. See that? It's where the sunlight is just popping on the rock. Pop. Pop, pop. And then the rest of it's taken up by brown and grey. Over here. This gives it some texture. See how that now stands out well. There's a rock. Much more texture. Boom. We can probably what brush should we use? This one. We'll probably just brush this in. Yeah. Just like so. Let's flatten this back. Oh, and there we have it. A little bit of a shadow there. Yeah. Oh, glorious. All right, how are we looking? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, how's it looking? Oh. Last night. Hey, look at that rock. What? Talk about depth. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. I'm going to sign this and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you the A4 one, which is a little bit different. Don't get me wrong. It's a little bit different. What do I need? I need titanium white. Boom. Still haven't washed a brush. My goodness. I just dry them in a tea towel. Not tea towel. What's it called? Kitchen roll. Boom. Right. Duh. Ma. Voila. The ma. I have less and less room on my easel to lean my hand on. This is all covered in paint. The ma. Boom, 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 boom. Hang on a sec. Patreon. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, that's it. We're done. Nice. So this is maybe lovely. Oh, there. How do you like that? How do you like it now? Ooh, Bonnie. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? And I've done the A4 canvas. This is your A4 canvas. Lovely Lynn down here. A little bit less orange pizzazz in the sky. A little bit more subtle. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Nice. Looks pretty similar, isn't it? What the? Lovely. So that's yours, Lynn. Now, if you want your own version of an A4 canvas, or if you want this, or your own version of this, if this one sells, whatever, Let me know all the details down the bottom. You can rewind the video and stuff to find out the price. I can't for the life of us remember. £250 I think for 16x20 before discount. 150 I think for the A4 canvas before discount. But check the thing because it's never on the same spot when I go to watch it. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you next week for Treat Yourself Tuesday. And who's this? Lovely. Oh, thank you. But yes, thank you very much for joining me, folks. I'll see you next week for Treat Yourself Tuesday. Don't forget, you can message me or email me anytime to get a sneak peek of what's on offer, so you can get in there before anyone else, like a bull, and reserve the painting. Make it safe. Make sure you get the bargain and nobody else does. Smart. Right. Rowdy Rhea says thank you. Well, thank you for joining me. And lovely Lynn says that she is nodding at the screen in agreement. Must be my daft hour now. I do that as well with people. I agree with the screen. Thank you. Thank you, Rhea. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye. And see you next Tuesday for Treat Yourself Tuesday. And then we're back to coffee breaks for the month of March. Okay? Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye.